Hey everyone, so as we're all aware, North Korea has turned up the insanity yet again with their rhetoric, testing of a hydrogen bomb, and potential testing of an ICBM. One solution to this problem would be to carpet bomb North Korea into rubble. It wouldn't take long to turn their military into shambles and their cities into dust. Everyone knows this, but is that the right thing to do here? Should the US government be directly responsible for the deaths of untold numbers of North Korean citizens for the insane actions of their government? Should the US government be indirectly responsible for the artillery shelling that South Korea would take? Do the North Korean people really have loyalty to Kim Jong-un anymore? I would say no. The fact of the matter is that North Korean citizens are largely waking up from the collective hypnosis they've been put under by their government. According to many defectors from North Korea, the citizenry at large have to strenuously force themselves to appear supportive of the regime. The question of whether North Korea implodes on its own is not if, but when. I can completely understand those who want to just be done with this nonsense and wipe North Korea off the map, but as I said before, the amount of hatred for the North Korean government coming from the North Korean people is exponentially growing. This regime cannot possibly last. Even if the regime regains some support now and then from their pitiful saber rattling, I don't think most North Koreans care at this point. They are most likely thinking that if North Korea conquers the world, nothing is really in it for them personally. They would still be in chains, and their chains would simply extend into other lands. I think that one reason the rhetoric and posturing has become so embellished is because Kim Jong-un is aware that he is losing sincere support. He most likely realizes that North Korean citizens hate him and hate his entire regime. These latest provocations seem to be a last-ditch effort to revitalize the faith of the people in his regime. Unfortunately for Kim Jong-un, the evidence against him doesn't stop there. A market-based economy has historically been strictly forbidden in North Korea, as it's too reminiscent of a capitalistic culture. Despite this, many black markets for basic goods and services have been sprouting up all over the place in the DPRK. These have become increasingly tolerated by the regime as it's become too commonplace to realistically do anything about. North Koreans are also not nearly as sheltered as they once were. We always refer to them as isolated and a nation of hermits, but day by day this is becoming less and less of a reality. Outside media, music, radio shows, culture, and technology have become to routinely be smuggled into North Korea. Because of this, North Koreans have become more and more aware that they received the crap end of a deal. So as far as military options with North Korea go, here are our choices. We preemptively strike and risk a war with China and Russia, and this would be catastrophic. This would truly be game-ending in terms of bloodshed and economic destruction for all involved. This would be vastly more devastating than anything North Korea could possibly throw at us, Japan, or South Korea. Or we await the inevitable. Watch North Korea implode upon itself, and see the citizens of North Korea take back their liberty. The only exception to this would be a situation that I don't think we'll see happen, and that is North Korea preemptively striking South Korea, Japan, or Guam. Although Kim Jong-un is a psychopath, he is not suicidal. All of his actions seem to indicate that his main interest is the continuation of his rule. He is fully aware that a legitimate strike against another nation would begin a very short countdown to the end of his regime, and most likely an end to his life. Thank you, and that's all for now.